Hello, Cancers, and welcome to your April 2024 reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. This month, of course, we have this exciting month of a full moon in Scorpio at the end of the month, new moon in Aries, and of course, a solar eclipse happening on a certain line on the American continent. So, and it is the beginning of the year, and we're in Aries season, the life coming back. So there's a lot of energy. We had Jupiter coming into Gemini. I forgot to talk about this in the Gemini reading, but Jupiter brings discernment in the way that we understand and process information. And Gemini, rules the third house of communication, family, friends, all of this. Jupiter is arriving in there. So, on this, you come in the month and I have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So that is when we're kind of unconsciously juggling. We might have been conscious of a part of it, but when it's in reverse, either we're not seeing it or there's still some remaining unconscious juggling. And that creates this month a feeling where's my beginning? We're juggling probably because we still have some leftover old griefs, grievings, sadnesses, losses that hasn't been processed yet. And that is what is kind of putting in suspension our new beginning. Where's my energy? Because this is exhausting. Whether you're doing it consciously or unconsciously, it's exhausting. So where's my new beginning? Where's that energy? And at the end of the month, here we have the High Priestess. So when we have the High Priestess, and she came out a couple of times, it's really a time of a soul lesson here. So that we can get out from under the pillar of severity, okay, where we're living the distortions, and like the Five of Cups is in the pillar of severity, so that we stop living the distortions, that we can be realigned with the divine, in our shadow, mastering our moon, mastering our unconscious, and that the seeds that will be planted will be seeds that are not seeds of distortions, but seeds in balance between understanding and wisdom. So that tells me that this is going to be the result of your month. So you might come in with a bit of chaos, okay? But at the end of the month, there's a liberation here, okay? A liberation of something that was kind of happening for years, because we have the Ten of Pentacles with it, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So that was eating you up or crumbling you for years. So under the Two of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Like three aces in reverse. It's almost like it's there, but I cannot see it. I cannot grasp it. I cannot have access to it. Okay? Under that, we have the Tower. So this is going to be a nice support of the divine lightning to make sure that whatever is making you juggle, preventing you to have access to these aces, is going to crumble. So, under this, we have strength in reverse. And that is normal, because whatever that sadness, that thing that you're holding on to that is preventing you from having smooth riding and growth is in your lion, is in your animalistic side. And when it's in reverse like that, this is when it's stronger than your higher self. A bit like if you're a lady and you've ever had PMS and then it's gone, you're like, my God, how can a hormone in my body can overtake and overpower my higher self that knows better? That's when it's like this. Okay? So him, he lived the losses, lived the grievings, and whatever this means to you. So he's going to do everything in his power to protect you from ever feeling that again. And if it means putting you on pause and reminding it to you of the emotional waves of it, he's going to do that, because that's his job, to keep you safe. So it's fine and dandy if one of those wounds was, falling down the stairs, then, he's going to make you wary around every stair. Remember how we were hurt when you fell down? So that keeps you, alive with both your legs. Perfect. But when it comes to, expanding yourself, love, creating, being you, blooming, and there's wounds attached to that, he's going to prevent you from doing that also, so that he makes sure that you don't get the pains you've had before. So that's why under that, we have here the last row is really what is happening energetically to try and undo this. So the Tower, here's our full moon in Scorpio, and here it is purifying, cleaning your water so that you can walk freely with your cup in the hand. And not, I don't know where to go, what is passionate to me, because when I go and feel it inside, the pain comes up. He's like, no, don't go get a new passion there. We're going to get hurt. So under our high priestess, then all of a sudden, look at the arising opening up. And then we're like, I'm not waiting anymore. And there's the Emperor. There's the Cancer going into action. And that is very important, because that is probably what was preventing you from actually going into action. Bottom of the deck, I have the Eight of Wands, and that is being in action. So let's clarify this for you, my beautiful Cancers. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Cancers for the month of April 2024. Cancer. All right, let's look at that Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so they're repeating the Strength in reverse, and it's with the Hermit in reverse. So, okay. Of course, it's harder to follow in our daily life the inner guidance when we're holding, when the voice of our spiritual self is maybe hindered by sadnesses. And you're a Cancer. You need your water to be clear, completely clear. So here is saying, if you're like, oh, I'm not sure, I'm moving forward, I'm stepping back, things come up, this is why. Okay, let's look at those two aces in reverse. Ooh, you want to be there. The Ace of Swords wants to be there. I don't know if it's... Let's see. I'm just going to see if I shovel a bit more. Are you pulling out another card, or this is what you wanted? Okay. I have the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is with the Pope in reverse. And when I was talking about Jupiter, Jupiter is associated with the Pope. He brings the discernment to the Pope. So here, Ace of Swords, a clarity that needs to be accessed. But for that, I think that this guy needs to drop a couple of wands. And maybe Aries season is going to make these wands even more heavy. That's why maybe you need that Tower. Let's look at the Tower. Or it's going to give you the understanding of what you've been carrying. And my God, another ace. The 4 aces, but in reverse. So you're probably feeling like, I know there's something new beginning in my life. I need to finish the old in order to begin the new. The Tower here is shaking my King of Cups, that is letting himself be up and down in the waves. Here, status quo for that new beginning until this guy gets stability. And so the Tower here is going to shake things up for you. Let's see. 5 of Cups, Ace of Wands. Because 4 aces in reverse, they didn't arrive yesterday. So you've probably, been feeling that kind of pause in your movement forward for a while. Like, I know I'm at, 5 minutes from the change of my life, from that new beginning that is going to change something. And I'm waiting for this. And I don't know how. Let's see. Oops. All right. King of Pentacles in reverse, so he will have a hard time making things happen. It's a bit of a hint that the masculine is in reverse here, because the 2 of Cups is in reverse. And the 2 of Cups is when it's a mirror. It talks about mirrors in our lives. So what are the mirrors in our lives? In love, then, the other one will mirror the best part of us, the lovable part of us. But not just our lover, but also our neighbor, our family, the mailman, whatever. All the, even the weather, if you're very aligned. So here, there's the mirror. When it's in reverse, it's mirroring unconscious hidden parts. So if these parts are this, let's say that this was maybe an old sadness, since I have this, of instability, abandonment, lack, loss, people not seeing your worth or your value, not investing in you, because this is all this guy in reverse, then it's very hard to start my new beginning if this is still my reality, Pentacle. So even if I want to jump into a new grasp of reality, a new worth, a new value, a new experience of my 5 senses, as long as I still hold unconsciously the pains of that, he's going to prevent me from having expectations of stability, growth, and expansion. And the mirrors are going to show me that I'm right not to expect it. So let's see. And that's why I can't grasp the new beginning of the new era of Cancer. Let's look at the strength. So strength in reverse, wheel of fortune, and the sun in reverse. So that lion that holds the memories, that holds all of the baggage in the wills and wants of others, and the responsibilities and the things I carry around me, is preventing the lightness of my fifth house, of me expressing myself, growing my seed under the sun. I need to understand it more clearly so that the wheel of fortune can turn. I need to actually understand what I need to let die so that I can be free, so that my water can be processed and light, and therefore the fire in it can, help to warm it, to make it pleasant, to make it enjoyable and passionate, and not overwhelming and, painful. And there it is. So this is going to be processed so that balance can arrive in your life. And here I have the King of Wands in reverse with that King of a Pentacle. So that tells me that it goes with like extreme passivity, narcissism, experiences where that's what was shown to you. When the King of Wands is in reverse, he doesn't make any efforts for others than himself. Or he's completely extreme passive. Okay, if you have to do everything. So one or the other is very painful. With the abandonment guy there, that doesn't help at all. So it's almost like you're going to say, I'm not waiting for these guys anymore. I understand the lesson. And now I'm going to release this and become my emperor. So that is going to be mirrored after. Let's look at the High Priestess. So when the High Priestess arrives there, we're not understanding the lesson only cerebrally, mentally. We're actually embodying it. It's the inner knowing and not just understanding. All right. Six of Cups. And I have here, sorry, the 10 of Cups. So 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Look at that water. Look at that lightness. Finding your heart again, Cancer. And then, of course, in that 3 of Wands, future looks a lot brighter. Future looks a lot brighter. A lot brighter and a lot more active. 8 of Wands. Emperor, Emperor, Emperor. Because you're going to grasp that ace that is upright to try and undo a reversed one. You're finally going to grab it at the end of the month. There's the understanding that helps you be in action with an upright emperor and not carrying the baggage of these two asshole people, whether they're men or women, okay? Because the masculine is how we act out there. So let's look at that emperor. Woo! That was quick. 10 of Pentacles upright. And what's that little pack? That's great. So here, oops, I have the Queen of Pentacles. There's some grounded worth and value of you. I know what I can accomplish and what I can do. I have the Moon, and this is really a question of what comes up to be addressed. But you'll know that you have what it takes to do it. It is part of what in your life you are going to revisit, probably a bit of Mercury retrograde, revisit, analyze, what am I holding on to that is blocking me? That will come with the Moon that you're processing. And all of this, it is so that you know your worth, you have all that you know you can accomplish whatever, and here you will have the sovereignty to do it. So instead of a couple of Emperor, Empress, or Pope and High Priestess, it's going to be High Priestess and Emperor. So that means here's the spiritual understanding, and here right away the way that I am acting and managing my empire and my life will be in alignment with that wisdom. So that's beautiful. So it's a big re-empowerment. Finally starting that new, the 4 aces. And that's probably what I'm going to call it. What was preventing you from being able to start that cycle is finally going to be processed this month. So I would suggest that on that full moon in Scorpio, you write down everything that is preventing you from being in your Emperor and in your happy, processed life, and burn it, because it's time to rise above it. Understand the wisdom of it. Move past it. All of these things. To bring the joy, the movement, and the fire to reconnect with what it is to back yourself up here. To back yourself up and know your worth and value. There you go. So, 4 aces. All right, let's take it. On this, my beautiful Cancers, I am sending you all my love and light. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. If you want a private reading, it's easy. The description below will give it a website, very user-friendly. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. Also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on this, eclipse and everything new life coming in this month, may it all be beneficial for you. So on this, namaste. Have a beautiful month of April, and I'll see you next month.